Ain't nothing but a hound dog crying all the time. Well, ain't nothing but a hound dog crying all the time. Hello, welcome to lesson 8. Wonderful, we made it here. Hopefully by this time you guys have learned all the major chords, right? Let's see. In this lesson, we are going to learn two songs, right? Hound Dog by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller. This is a 4/4 time signature strumming still. And then the second one is Edelweiss. It's a 3/4 time signature strumming. Okay, this is from the movie Sound of Music. The Von Trapp family. Yeah. You gotta see that movie. Anyway, in this music, Edelweiss, we start to learn the minor chords. Okay. Later we will learn the theory and how the major chords becomes minor. How major chord becomes a minor chord. All right, we will learn that one. But before anything else, remember I'll let you feel your way to play the C scale, right? So by this time, I said, you already know most of the major chords, right? And I want you to be able to play that in instead of notes, right? I want you to play that in chords, okay? Play it in chords, C, D, E, F, right? G, because you already have those chords, right? Just play that one, and it's part of your exercise, and to remember those chords. That's kind of nice too. Also, why do I do transposition for beginners? Most of the time it's in a later time when this is being introduced. Because for me, learning the transposition is easier way to remember the chords, to learn the chords, because you put it in the context of a music. So at this time we're just learning what 1, 4, and 5 chords, right? Now, as I said, if you don't know what I'm talking about, 1, 4, and 5, I ask you to go back to lesson 5, 4 and 5 lessons, because I have mentioned that and I've given you the tools to learn those stuff. All right, you definitely put it in the context of the music. Also, learning some kids songs. I think that's kind of fun, in using the chords that you have learned, the major chords, 1, 4, 5 chords in any of the keys, yeah, C, D, E, F, G, whatever key that may be. It's kind of embarrassing to find somebody that they learn that you know how to play, because you're learning all these modern music, right? Modern songs, and then they ask you to play Happy Birthday. You can't even play it. Remember, feel the music, like feel the melody. What chord is this? Happy birthday to you, right? You feel that? Happy birthday to you. That kind of thing, right? Or what? Itsy Bitsy Spider, right? Itsy Bitsy Spider, but now the waters out, right? Down came the rain and washed the spider out. See, that's kind of fun, So learn something like that and explore it yourself. That way, even the simple things, right? Simple, the simple, it will be much more easier when you, for you, when there's a more complex music there, because you learn the basic, right? You learn the basic, and you'll be able to apply it to that. So, with that, and what do you call this? Transpose it too. It's kind of fun. You're transposing the kid's music there, right? Also, well, the reason why doing the transposition, you're able to accompany a singer whose pitch is either high or low, right? So if you're playing Itsy Bitsy Spider, but the singer is a lower, singing in a lower pitch, so you go Itsy Bitsy Spider, when the water's out, right? So you're able to do that. So that's the one reason that I try to teach you the transposition. Alright, so here we go. The Hound Dogs. This is gonna be a fun song for you that you can add to your repertoire. Alright, and here it is. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound. Alright, we're gonna sing the Hound Dog. Hound Dog, okay? Key of G. Ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. One more time. Ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. How about key of A? Ain't nothing but a hound dog, all the time, crying all the time. Ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never got a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. How about E? A, B, what? Ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. See? That's how it goes, right? With the transposition. And when you're able to put it in the context of music, then you can understand and learn the chords a lot better. So that's great, right? So next is Edelweiss, 3/4 time signature strumming. Eilderweiss is what do you call that? Is a national flower of Austria. This song is actually from the Sound of Music. You know, if you haven't seen that one, gosh, the Von Trapp family was great. All right, you guys see that? Okay, and let's see. I put there, I thought I have 6 chords, but actually there are 7. Okay, and here are the chords that you need to learn. Alright, before we move on and play this music, as you can see, I only show you there the minor chords, the F minor, A minor, D minor, and the G7, okay? That's because the other chords you already have, alright? If you don't have that one, go back to lesson 5, or lesson 4, because I gave you the chord charts there to fill out for yourself. So that's a homework for you. Otherwise, you know, so you'll be able to follow along with the lessons, the following lessons. Okay. So anyway, so 4/4 time signature. No, the 3/4 time signature. But this one, before I move on to that, I just want to make sure I mentioned to you this. What's the difference between major chords and the minor chords? Okay, in terms of its sound, the major chords. Okay, let's see, major chords. An F major, an F minor, okay, a G major. Listen, okay. G minor, okay. C major, C minor, A major, A minor, D, D major, D minor. So, can you hear that one? So the difference is the major chords sounds happy, right? See, C, happy, F, happy, happy. The minor chords is sad, you know, it's kind of depressing, you know. But if you put them together in the music, that's when you have colors, okay? It's kind of nice. Okay, so this is how it goes. Edelweiss. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 3/4 time signatures, right? 2, 3, go. 1. So for some music you strum like that. Other music you strum differently. Depends on how fast the tempo is. Okay, but still you can go 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, down. For the fast music, it goes like that. Otherwise, you can go just down, 1 down, 2 down, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, like this one. It's a little slow. Okay, it goes. There you go. Now I encourage you to try to transpose that. As you can hear, it was a little bit higher for me, right? I can transpose that in a lower key, maybe, right? C to A, right? By the way, before I move on, just make sure, yeah, as I said, maybe in one of my earlier lessons, English alphabet is from A to Z, right? The music alphabet is only from A to G. However, we start with the C, right? Because C do not have accidentals, right? Accidentals meanings, no accidentals meanings no sharps and flats, okay? You don't have to call the police. That was a joke from my earlier lessons. Anyway, no accidental. So this is C. Do not have sharps and flats. Okay. So you might want to try to do that. Transpose it to a lower key. See what you can do. And let's see. Let's see. I'm not gonna give it to you for this lesson, or maybe for the next lesson I'll give that to you. But I encourage you to go ahead and look for that. Look for the transposition for those chords. If I were to play it in a key of, this is a key of A, what would be the F minor comparable? This is a key of C, so I have an F minor, so that would be 4, right? C, D, E, F. F is number 4, and the 4 will be, if we have a F and then F minor. So what would be the number 4, and then we make it a minor for the if it's in the key of A, right? So it would be A, B, C, D. Ha! And you already get the D minor. Right? So try to do that. Otherwise, you can either wait for me telling you that, or if you are truly excited, want to explore that, you can do that yourself. Alright, to conclude this lesson, I encourage you to keep on transposing any song that I give you, okay? I will provide you some of them here, and there is also the internet that you can find the chord patterns, for yourself. And you can also buy a chord book, right? A chord chart for yourself. And once you buy that one, not all of the chords you'll be able to use, depending on what key you're playing. However, it will be one of your go-to reference book when there is a new, or you learn something, a new chord that you like, that would be your reference. All right. I remember a student, he was 8 years old. I couldn't believe, once he learned how to do the transposition, he would transpose any song I give him. He would transpose it even without me asking him to do so. I was like, wow, just blow my mind, and he definitely learned a lot. Thank God. Remember to play the C scale all in the chords, right? All in chords, like the C scale in chords, as opposed to, right? And you go C, D, right? Do that one. You can also explore, because you already know that. Actually, you can also explore that. Actually, as a matter of fact, you already know, without knowing it, if you were practicing the F pattern chord that I was telling you about at the very beginning, for down, down, up, down, down, up. Yeah, I'll just stop all the way here, all the way to the 10th, frets, and then going down, without knowing at this time. You already know, or you already played, if you were doing that, you already played 14 different chords already. Okay, and I'll tell you that on the next lesson. All right. Also, right, learn some kids' songs. It's for yourself. It's for, explore some of that one, especially when you have a little child. You're like, hey, it's kind of fun playing with the kids, playing songs with them. Okay? Well, thank you for watching. Enjoy practicing.